Hey everyone, this week we're doing video games. First of all, check out my sweet Avengers desktop. Captain America. I'm super stoked. I decided to do Plants vs. Zombies because I really love that game. And I completely beat it on my desktop, and now I'm replaying it on my laptop. So let's get going. I formulated the perfect plan, but that doesn't mean I still don't get really pissed off. As you can see, I'm not very far, but obviously the first thing you want to choose is a sunflower for extra flour, pea shooter. We'll get a walnut because they're really useful. Cherry bombs because they really help. I guess since I just got Chomper, I'll pick that, and we'll go with a potato mine because I don't know, I feel like the snow pea isn't that useful for how much it costs. When you get later in the game, I think the most useful thing to get is the corn. You start out with like the corn shooters, and then you add in you slowly replace them with the watermelon, because the watermelon just do extreme damage. Okay, the first thing you want to do is make sure you get, a couple sunflowers, and then immediately place a pea shooter in the first row where you see a zombie. And as soon as you get 50, get another sunflower. I make the sunflowers the back row, and then I leave 2 spaces for pea shooters, so I can have a double row of pea shooters, because I found that the most useful. I don't know, I feel like more firepower is better. Once you get the option, to buy stuff from Crazy Dan, or whatever his name is, I don't know, because he's like my favorite thing ever, get the double sunflower thing, because that is the most useful thing ever. Like, once you get the specials, the double sunflower is so useful, because then you don't have to have 2 rows of sunflowers when you get super busy. Okay, so we see our first, this guy, Conehead. Bucketheads are worse than coneheads. Coneheads and bucketheads are usually a little harder to take down, so I always place 2. I should have placed it back there, but I guess I just was a little distracted. The worst thing, I think, in the entire game is the levels with pools. I hate the pools so much. They are the worst. I'm going to put a potato mine there in case my pea shooters do not stop Buckethead. And you know what? I'm just going to put an extra row of defense because Bucketheads are really tough. But the pool, especially when you get to the dolphins, are the worst. The best thing you can do in that case is get those vine thingies that take down dolphins, and put in a tall nut, not just a walnut, a tall nut, and take one of those down. Because it'll stop them, and then the vine thingy will grab them, and if you put a tall nut in, they can't jump it. Tall nuts are much more useful than walnuts because they last longer. When you are able to get a pumpkin to put around plants to save them, I always put one of those around a tall nut because, it just makes it last a little longer, and you just find yourself some really extra useful time. What does it say? Let's see, I have 150, so we'll get a Chomper just because they're kind of fun to watch. I feel like a lot of the really special things like Chompers, like, they have more cons than they do pros. because they take time to reload, and then they're really sensitive while they're reloading, and it just, to me, it doesn't really do that much. When you're able to get the mushroom with the, okay, so the repeater is really useful. I usually start out with pea shooters and then replace them with repeaters, because I think they're super useful. I don't know, I hate these guys, but, okay, well, I feel like I gave you guys a really good tutorial, so, yeah, this is probably really boring compared to everyone's else, but I hope you guys like it anyway. We'll see you next week, bye!